Let me start by asking you, Deepinder, it's been, 11 years of starting Zomato, of running Zomato, and we've had this conversation several times in the past of what it takes to actually build a business here in India. Take me through the journey so far. You've managed to bring Zomato from addressing very few cities to now, 500 cities across India, and of course, over $1 billion in valuation.
I think the valuation part is sort of a curse right now, but yeah, the journey has been great. It's been 11 years. We started off with something very small, and it has actually become something which is beyond what we ever thought it would. We are in 550 cities in India right now. We serve about 48 million people every month.
48 million people every month?
Yes.
Okay.
And outside of India, we serve about another 25 million people as well. So we have a business which runs in 11 countries. And we know the difference in running a business in India and running a business in multiple other markets as well.
Okay, I'll get to the difference in running a business in India and running a business in 11 different countries, which is what Zomato is doing today. But Deepinder, you know, when you started off in 2008, and I don't know how many of you know the backstory of Deepinder, but he was a consultant with Bain, and that's when he decided to get started with Zomato and set up Zomato to address the pain point of people who wanted to order out. So it started off as aggregating menus and today has become a food delivery technology driven platform. What has been the hardest part of this journey?
I think the hardest part is to actually hire the number of people that we hire.
How many people do you have today?
We have 250,000 people that we hired in the last 18 months.
Wow. Can you repeat that? 250,000 people in the last 18 months. Okay.
And trying to get access to people and trying to explain them that they can actually have a job where they only work with a phone in their hand and they don't need to talk to anyone else, blah, 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 right? So that's been super hard, but we've been finally able to get there.
You know, when you started off, Deepinder, and I'm sure that people in your family would have wondered that, बेटा तुम IIT दिल्ली से पास हुए, ये क्या करने जा रहे हो तुम अपनी जिंदगी के साथ? How much did you have to sort of combat that mindset, and has it changed significantly over the years?
No, it actually still hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed?
No, they still don't get why people even order food from restaurants or why people don't eat home cooked food. I still get all these questions.
So you haven't been able to convince people about that,
no,
right?
No, absolutely not.
So do they still ask you कि तुम्हारा business model क्या है?
They've actually given up on everything. So it's like do whatever you want. It's okay.